Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. So in my last video I talked about introduction to DAX. In this video we are going to learn DAX variable. Please like, subscribe and share with your friend, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. So before moving to our Power BI desktop and write some DAX variable, we should know what is DAX variable. In DAX calculation, we can use variables to make the calculations easier to understand. That means when you are writing any complex or nested expression using DAX functions, so variable will help you to break this complex calculation into smaller part, which will be more useful section. Okay. So why we need DAX variable? You can use these variables in any form of DAX calculation, and it includes calculated measure, columns and tables. So our type of variable is nothing but the calculated object type in a DAX. There are four main benefits: reduce complexity, easy to debug, improve readability and improve performance. So reduce complexity means, like if I have written some DAX calculation, there I am using some functions repetitively, but if I am going to use some variable instead of this repetitive DAX function, so complexity will be reduced. And if any problem we can find, any error is where we can find out, so it will be easy to debug. And definitely improve readability. We can very easily read our code and as well as improve the performance. Now we are in structure of variable. So it's a simple structure, like we are going to use the keyword var name on the expression, then return the expression. So if I have single variable, then I can declare in this way, I can return. If I have multiple variables with the same layer of scope, so a single return statement can be written. Okay. So here you can observe variable A is 2, where B, where A plus 2, then returning variable B into 3. But you cannot reassign. If you are going to reassign the variable A again, then it will throw an error. Okay, now we got some idea about DAX variable. Now it's time to do some hands-on experience. First, variable with text. Sometimes it's happened we have some measure value and we need to display the value with some text information. So I will show you how I have done that. I have created one sales quantity variable. It's nothing but a right click and you can create a new measure. So here what I have done, I have used sales quantity. This is a QTY, it's a variable name. Sum of this quantity field, where message 1 sold, and after that I have given some space. Then message 2, I will started with some space and products. Now this is my fourth variable, that is result. What result is doing? They are using some if clause where my quantity is greater than 0, then message 1 and this quantity value, the first variable value, and message 2. So here this operator using as a concatenate operator. Okay, it's doing concatenation. And finally, if there is no result, then it will be showing as a no cells, then returning this cells. You can observe I have declared 4 variables and I'm using those 4 variables, these above 3 variables in this result variable. I'm then returning this result variable. Okay. Now what I have done, I have created one slicer view using our date hierarchy, and I have created one simple table view where I'm using this date hierarchy and sales quantity, this field. Okay. I have selected 2015 Q1 for the month of January. You can observe there are 31 days, and out of these 31 days, first no sales. That means day 1 there is no sales. Day 2 sold 29 products. Day 3 19 products. And for example, day 7, there is no sales. Now we can observe that how we have written this variable using some context, which for that we are using concatenated. Okay. Next, move on to another example where we are going to use variable with calculated column. For example, in some of the report cases, we can have that we need to display the state and country in a concatenated way, or city or country in a concatenated way. Okay. So for this example, what I have done, I have created this state and country calculated column. Okay. So this is a calculated column because here you can observe there is no measure field. Okay. First, state. The state variable has been declared, then the country variable, then how I am returning state variable and the comma and the country variable. So it's a concatenated and it is displaying. So for calculated column, advantage is they are getting the access to the other column in the same row. Now I am moving to the variable with calculated measure. Now I am in calculated measure area. Here I have created one field, cells greater than 500. It's a simple calculated measure I have created where I have declared this variable. First I am getting the filter option. This is my table name where table name the cells variable greater than 500. Returning calculate, I am using the DAX function calculate. Within that, sum of the cells, comma, this variable, because already in this variable I am getting some result where cells greater than 500. Okay, so this is my calculated column. Now I have created a simple report. Now how will you read the report? Where I am selected customer name, order ID, product ID, cells. This is my existing cells column. And this is a cells greater than 500. For example, you can observe one customer, E.D. Braxton. Okay, he has for him there are 2 rows for one order ID, but 2 product ID. So for one product, sales amount was 502 and another is 196. So you can observe. In this column, I am getting 502 only because this is less than 500. So this way, you can validate your measures result from this preparing such type of reports. Okay. Next, move on to calculated table. Yes, this is a very interesting thing. I have created this summary table. It's very simple. What is the purpose of this table? I have created this cells data grouped by this subcategory. Now how will you read this? First is variable table grouped. I have used the summarize. Summarize function is used for getting the aggregated table. This is my detailed table name. This is the group by clause and this is the final result of the aggregated column. So what is the column name I am giving? This total cells by subcategory and this is sum of the cells column, returning this variable. Now when you fire this, you will get this table, subcategory and this aggregated column. Now you can observe here I have created this report from this subcategory and total cells by subcategory. Okay, and how I am validating? I am created another report from this our original table data. And you can observe my data is matching. That means my query is working fine. My calculated table is working fine. Okay. Now we'll move on to nested table. How this nested variable is working. For that nested variable, I have created one table also. So don't worry, we will go one by one. First, what I have done is a profit by subcategory table. Okay, so first variable label 1. This is my first variable. Within that variable, I have used summarize function first. Within that summarize function, first I am filtering the data. How I am filtering the data? I have used the filter function. Table name. Here is profit is nothing but my profit column from this table, and is greater than variable label 2. You can observe I have variable 1, and within that variable 1 I am declaring another variable 2, where I am selecting the day of the day number of the order date. So it will return 1, 2, 3, 4, all the day number. Then return if label 2 is greater than 10, then do something else 30. Okay. Now closing this filter clause. Here subcategory is nothing but the group by column. Now I have a final column, aggregated column is profit by subcategory, which is based on sum of this profit column. What you are going to return? You are returning top n function I am using here, and variable label 2 is 10. I am assigning some data here 10 and returning variable label 2 comma label 1 comma subcategory. So this is a return statement. Now when you run this thing, you will find out these 2 columns. You can observe I have only top 10 rows, whereas in subcategory it's more than 10 subcategory I have, but here top 10 subcategory is displaying. Okay, you can validate it. So today we learned DAX variable. If you have any doubt, please let me know. You can follow my blogs where I have written all the steps in detail, also provided some screenshots also to help you, as well as I have provided the code link, the GitHub link, so you can follow that, you can download that link and you can find out how I have written this DAX variable. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.